Hello there, Stevos, and welcome along to this week's episode of Steve's weekly vlog right here on my YouTube channel, Steve Official. It is Monday morning. By the way, to start with, I'm just going to say that I've been up since 4 a.m. this morning because last night I went to bed at 9 o'clock, and I've seen this thing recently on Twitter where, you know, you could basically fix your sleep permanently by going to bed at a certain time and then waking up at a certain time. Obviously, for a lot of people, you should get somewhere between 7 to 9 hours worth of sleep. So I saw this thing on Twitter about a couple of days ago where if you go to bed at 9 o'clock, you should wake up at 4 a.m. If you go to bed at 10 o'clock, you should wake up at 5 a.m. If you go to bed at 11 o'clock, you should wake up at 6 a.m. If you go to bed at midnight, you should wake up at 7 a.m. You know, and it's one of those things where, it's normal for adults to get somewhere between 7 to 9 hours sleep. Obviously, you can choose to go to bed at 9 o'clock and then wake up at 6 a.m., and get 9 hours worth of sleep. But anyway, I've been awake since 4 a.m. this morning, as I went to bed at 9 o'clock last night as soon as I got a video call with my friend Kieran over on Discord on my iMac in my bedroom. Since I've been up since 4 a.m. this morning, I watched last night's episode of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here over on ITVX. We are now in the final week of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. The final is on Sunday this weekend. So I've watched that, and then I got out of bed, went to the toilet, and I've literally just come downstairs and put my bedding on in the wash with the rest of my washing that was in my washing basket yesterday. So yeah, and then I've just put my washing basket back upstairs in my bedroom. So that's everything I've been up to so far since I woke up on this Monday morning. Now, on this Monday morning, I am just about to do the washing up, drying up and putting away from dinner last night. And also as well, can I just say, welcome to December. It is Monday the 1st of December. Just made my first flask of tea of the day. For breakfast today, I've got chocolatey square cereal. Just about to watch today's episode of EastEnders on BBC iPlayer on my iPad. Monday morning, just got back from my support session. Today we went to the Beefeater in Somerford in Christchurch, and I had a cooked breakfast, which was absolutely delicious. And then, yeah, after that, we just sat there, had a bit of a chat, had a bit of a catch up, really. My support worker was saying to me today that by the time we get to 2027, he said, in a way, he said, I'm not going to be needing much more support. Which, to me, I'm actually okay with that, because I've been with them for about 6 years. Well, it will be 6 years next year in September. So, I've been with them for 5 years, and for them 5 years, I do feel as though independency has progressed a lot, and obviously dealing with a lot of changes and stuff like that, I've also kind of coped rather well with that, and there is quite a few more transitions to come over the course of the next few months and the next year as well, or next couple of years should that be. And I feel like I'm probably going to cope really well with that. Anyway, so I've just got back from my support session, and I've just had the postman come out and deliver some post. A lot of the post that I do get now is junk mail, pretty much. A lot of it is junk mail. But this one, however, though, this card right here is actually, it's addressed to me. It's addressed to me. I have a sneaky feeling what this card is. And I'm going to open it in just a few seconds. But can I just say that I'm going to appreciate this for the stickers. There we go. Yeah, the stickers on this. Like, the stickers on this are absolutely amazing. Also, as well, if I can just turn it, this, on the front here is a stamp, and on it actually says Canada. I think I know what this is. Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to. This is the shameful bit, because I'm gonna have to, like. I love the fact. So, for those that don't know, I didn't get one last year at Christmas because this person didn't do it for me didn't do it for her followers and stuff last Christmas. But a couple of years ago, I think for the first couple of years, I think from 2022 onwards, I'm just going to leave that card there for a second, okay? Honestly, I really do love those stickers. They were so good. So basically, I think for a couple of years, 2022 and 2023, my friend, who I've known on social media, and she lives all the way in Canada. I think she lives in Vancouver, in Canada. I've known her on social media since 2012. I've known her since she was in high school, and I was in secondary school myself. She's about a year or two older than me, so she is around about 30, I think. I think she's 30, 31. And, for a couple of years, she did these Christmas cards, and she wasn't just doing them for her friends that live in Canada or anything like that. She was doing them for people that she also knows around the world as well. And a couple of weeks ago, actually, she announced that she was doing it again. She was going to send out Christmas cards all around the world again to her followers and stuff. And so she actually DM'd me on Instagram and said, hey, listen, I know that you loved my Christmas cards that I did a couple of years ago. So would you like me to send you another Christmas card this year? If so, could you please give me your mailing address and I'll send you a Christmas card. So I gave her my mailing address, and she has sent me a Christmas card for 2025. We're in 1st of December, everyone. What a great way to start the 1st of December, is with a lovely, lovely Christmas card. There we go. There's the Christmas card right there. I don't know if this is actually going... Oh, it's getting lower for some bizarre reason. I don't know why it's getting lower. Can we come back to me? Come back. Come back up this way. Oh dear. Anyway, no, it's not detecting my face. There we are. That's better. So this is the Christmas card that I got right here. And there is actually something poking out of it. So I'm gonna. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, what's this? Hugs. I'm gonna read that in a second. There's like a letter. Hugs. Oh, here we go. So, oh man, this is straight away. This is making me feel quite emotional. I'm not gonna lie. It's making me emotional, guys. So it says, Merry Christmas to you, Steve. I am always sending you lots of love from Canada, and I'm thankful that social media brought us into each other's lives. You have a positive and something energy that I have so much, that I love so much about you. I know you have had a hard year, and I am sending you and your family lots of love and warmth, especially this Christmas. Don't forget to smile and enjoy your life. You have amazing things waiting for you in the future. Sincerely, Katie. This is honestly the most loveliest thing. man, that's absolutely beautiful. That is honestly absolutely beautiful what she's wrote in that card. Oh, man. Anyway, and then also as well, so I was given this as well. Like, I don't know what this is, but I've been given this anyway. I'm sure this letter thing here may... Oh, hello, tell me more. So basically, Katie is also a tarot. She does tarot readings and stuff, or she's done tarot cards in the past anyway. So anyway, I have been given a very long letter here. Okay. I'll tell you what, this is very neat handwriting as well. Very neat handwriting. It says, "Dear Steve, when I pulled a card for you, I asked what energy will be awaiting you in 2026. You got the Seeker of Spells. This is a person cards so often. This is a person card so often, but not always, can signify someone new coming into your life or someone who is already in it, making a really significant impact. The art shows the Seeker of Spells coming into the woods alone to a flower that is a magical and magical and blooming. She was able to find this flower because she is brave and not afraid of the dark or being alone. The energy of this card is boldness, fearlessness, and independence. It is possible someone will be coming into your life to pull you into an adventure or has inspired you to take risks of your own. If the card doesn't reflect a person, it can mean creative exploration, trusting your instincts and timing, breaking out of a routine, or spontaneous change without a lot of planning. I know you have had a tough year and I am sending lots of love your way. If you ask me, I think this card highlights how much you have had to manage this year totally on your own. You have had to face grief and hardship with your family. I wonder if this card could signify going into 2026 and honouring yourself by having new adventures and experiences, which I know you really deserve to have. Let me know what happens. I think this will be a beautiful and adventurous year for you. Love, Katie." You know what, Katie? Honestly, I absolutely love this so much. Honestly, I mean, you know, it was only the other day actually. I saw on Instagram, actually, because we met on Instagram back in 2012 and we've stayed in contact. We do DM each other from time to time and, you know, we do leave comments on each other's posts from time to time as well. And genuinely, I did say to Katie, you know, like, it would be amazing one day if, like, we can both have a selfie together, like, in person and all of that, you know, and have it on our grids on Instagram and stuff. And she actually genuinely said this, one day we will, you know, and honestly, I hope and pray that day does come true, because honestly, I've known this woman, like I said, I've known this woman since 2012, and you know, like, we do have a lot in common. Like, we have a lot in common for, like, music taste. You know, she's into Star Wars. I'm into Star Wars as well. You know, and stuff like that. So, both of us are a bit of nerds, you know, and stuff. But, yeah, honestly, like, she is absolutely amazing. She is honestly an angel in my eyes. She actually is an angel in my eyes. And I am forever grateful that Instagram brought me and this amazing Canadian woman together, you know, like, I mean, she said it in her card, and I'm going to say it here, you know, I have got so much love and admiration for Katie all the way in Canada, you know, I really do. Yeah, honestly, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. So I just want to say it here right now, but a massive, massive, massive thank you to Katie for giving me this Christmas card. It has lifted my Christmas spirits up a little bit, you know. Obviously, I know that I'm still going to be having a really, really tough month this month, given the fact that this is going to be my first Christmas without my mum. Obviously, I'm still going to be celebrating Christmas with the rest of my family, with my sister and her partner, you know, this Christmas and stuff. And, you know, honestly, whenever I get sad this month, thinking about my mum, honestly, the one thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going back and reading that card because, you know, I have got so many reasons to smile and so many reasons to be grateful for the people that I do have in my life. And Katie is definitely one of those people who I am very, very grateful for having in my life, honestly. And she is so kind. She honestly is the most sweetest, kindest Canadian I have ever known in my entire life. And I've known quite a few Canadians. I've known a few Canadians during my time on social media. But she honestly, hands down, is one of the sweetest, kindest Canadians I've ever met on social media. So, again, a massive, massive thank you to Katie for sending me this. I really, really do appreciate it a lot. And I'm sending you lots and lots of love. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that on this Monday morning. Over on my TV in my bedroom, I'm just about to watch the first Vlogmas video for 2025 with Gabby Thompson. This is Come Decorate the Trees with me on YouTube on my TV in my bedroom on this Monday afternoon. This is what I've got for dinner tonight. I've got 2 smoked salmon fish cakes with some chips and some mixed veg on this Monday evening. As shown in last week's episode of the weekly vlog, this is my advent calendar for 2025. It is a Maltesers reindeer advent calendar, and of course throughout this week's episode of the weekly vlog I am going to be obviously opening up the advent calendar doors as we go along each day. Starting with today, which is the 1st of December, number 1 is right here. So I'm just going to try and get this door open. There we go. Oh, look, it's like a reindeer. There we are. No, it's not. That's not a reindeer. I've got no idea what that is. What is that? I've got no idea. But anyway, let's open up the foil. And then hopefully this will just pop out. Oh, there we go. I don't know if that actually hit the camera or not, but if it did, I do apologise. Today's advent calendar chocolate is a Christmas pudding. There we go. So I'm going to eat this right now on this Monday night. And of course, the advent calendar feature will be back a little bit later on in this week's episode of the weekly vlog right here on my YouTube channel. Good morning, everybody. It is still morning. It's 11:46 at the time of recording this part of the weekly vlog. Tuesday, by the way. It is Tuesday. Just got back from work. As you can probably tell, I am wearing my Christmas jumper. If I can just lower that camera down a little bit. There we go. Look, there's my Christmas jumper. I'm wearing my Grinch Christmas jumper today, and underneath this Christmas jumper I have got a Christmas t-shirt on as well, which says Merry Christmas. Anyway, it says that. So yes, there we go. Anyway, I have not long got back home from work. I have been at work today. The festive tunes at work have started, and all of that jazz, which is great. And also as well, just after I finished my shift at work, I did pick up some more milk because I needed some more milk today. So that will last me until the 14th of December, which isn't too bad. I do have some milk in the fridge at the moment, which is dated on the 30th of November, which I've nearly finished. So, you know, I definitely needed some more milk today. We are going to do the advent calendar for today as well, as it is the 2nd of December 2025. I don't know where number 2 is. Oh, I've just seen it actually, so that's great. Anyway, number 2 on the advent calendar is right here. So I'm just going to open this door. There we go, like that. It's a snowflake today. There we are, snowflake, which says Maltesers on it. And then if I just open this up, I think this is going to be a chocolate bell today. Yep, there we are. Chocolate bell is today's Advent Calendar chocolate. So the Advent Calendar chocolate for day 3 will be here a little bit later on in this week's episode of the weekly vlog. iPad with me, and I'm on YouTube, and I'm about to watch the first 25 minutes of the Chris Moyle show on Radio X from today on YouTube on my iPad. Straight after that, I'm going to watch day 2 of Gabby Thompson's Vlogmas series for 2025. In this one, she's doing a little bit more decorating for Christmas. And she's also got some behind the scenes of filming content as well. So I'm going to watch both of them videos right now on YouTube on my iPad on this Tuesday morning. Tuesday afternoon, I am going to be going outside very, very soon. The clouds are clouding over. 1 minute it wants to be sunny, then the next it's absolutely downpouring with rain. It's so ridiculous. It really is. And I want to go out, man, and do Christmas Tree Wonderland, but I can't film when it's bloody raining. Yeah, I can't film when it's raining. So I really hope and pray there is a time at some point in December in the evening, preferably early evening, where I can go out and film some content for you guys to see later this month from Christmas Tree Wonderland in Bournemouth and the Poole Christmas Lights Trail over in Poole in Dorset as well. I want to show you guys that content. I really, really do. So fingers crossed, we may get that a little bit later on this month, right here on my YouTube channel, Steve Official. I'm aiming to get that done. I am going to be heading out shortly, in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to be heading out. I really hope and pray by the time I step foot outside my front door, it is not going to be raining. It's going to be cloudy, maybe a little bit sunny, but no rain. You can tip it down all you want for 15 minutes, all right? And then stop for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then carry on. But before I do get myself ready, because I need to go out and see my support worker and another client as well. It's a double up session with someone. I don't know who the client is. It just says that I've got a double up session with another client. And I need to meet my support worker in Bournemouth. So I'm going to get myself ready to go in a few minutes. But I just wanted to first of all say that today is Tuesday, the 2nd of December 2025. And today, 80 years ago, my granddad was born. So I have already wished him a happy birthday. I've done a status on Facebook wishing him a happy birthday. And I've also wished him happy birthday on his profile as well. And my sisters wished him a happy birthday as well, which was really, really nice. So I just wanted to say a massive happy 80th birthday to my granddad. Honestly, I really, really do appreciate everything that he has done for me this year. All the advice, all the support he has given to me. You know, the times that I've been able to go over to his over in Salisbury throughout this year and stay with him for like a couple of days, just to get me away from Bournemouth and stuff, just to reset my mind and stuff like that, I really, really do appreciate all the support that he has given to me this year. Even over the phone, he's given me a lot of advice and guidance as well, a lot of stuff, and I really, really do appreciate it. I do hope and pray that he's been absolutely spoilt rotten. I know he's been celebrating his birthday down in Devon, where he's originally from, down in Devon, with some of his family and stuff. My uncle was there as well to celebrate his 80th birthday this year as well, and judging from the photos I've seen from his 80th birthday party, it seems like he's had a lot of fun. I am going to speak to him on the phone this weekend, and obviously I'll probably have a catch up with him, see how he's doing and stuff. My uncle goes back to Australia this week as well. I was meant to meet my uncle, but that never happened, unfortunately. I think my uncle, I was told that he was down from the 14th of November and he was going to be here for a month. so I assumed that he would have been here to the 14th of December. But no, I found out about a week ago that he's going back on the 4th of December, so Thursday this week, he's going back to Australia. So it is unfortunate that I've not been able to see my uncle in person for the first time in a couple of years, this time around. But I'm sure there will be a time, hopefully, maybe in another couple of years, if he ends up coming back to the UK again to visit my granddad and some family members and stuff. Hopefully he'll come down and see me when he comes over again next time. That's what I'm hoping anyway. But yeah, anyway, I do hope he's had a great time in the UK though, seeing, you know, family members and all of that stuff. Honestly, I really do hope he's had a good time in the UK. But yeah, so... yeah, I do. From the pictures I've seen, it does seem like my granddad's had a great 80th birthday party and stuff. So I am planning to see my granddad again. I'm probably going to be seeing him in the new year now, because obviously we're getting up to the run up to Christmas. Christmas for me is always a hectic time of the year, especially given the fact that I work in retail and stuff like that. You know, a lot of people in retail will know that Christmas is the most hectic time of the year. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to see my granddad on this side of Christmas, but hopefully let's get Christmas and New Year 2026 out of the way. And then by the time we get to sort of early January, mid-January, I'll try and book to see if I can go and stay with my granddad for a few days, and I'll do some vlogging up there as well, okay? But for now, though, I just want to say a massive happy 80th birthday to my granddad. I hope he's had a wonderful day, whatever he's been up to today, celebrating it with loved ones around him as well, and I shall see my granddad again very, very soon. So, it is Tuesday afternoon, 3:45, by the way. I said in my last scene of the weekly vlog that I was going to head out and catch the bus, go into Bournemouth and go and meet my support worker and clients. Well, I did that. I took myself outside, got to the bus stop, got on the bus, got absolutely drenched for a split second, by the way, before getting on the bus, because it was chucking it down with rain before I got on the bus. Got on the bus, went all the way up to Bournemouth, and then just before the stop, before the bus stopped in Bournemouth town centre, I messaged my support worker to say that I would meet them opposite Odeon Cinemas in BH2 Leisure in Bournemouth town centre. Now, I had about 15 minutes to kill before my support session was due to start. Supposedly. I'll get onto that in a second. I did pop into Primark in Bournemouth and had a look around Primark to see what there was in Primark. I did actually get something for my sister for Christmas as well, which again I can't disclose in this vlog because, well, I'll tell you all the presents I got for my sister and her partner in a Christmas video that will be coming up towards the end of this month. But I get to Bournemouth, I go into Primark because I think I've got time to kill. I look at the time and it's around about 5 to 2, so 5 minutes before my session was supposedly meant to start. Obviously, I'd sent them the message to say where I'd meet them in Bournemouth, and then I then get told the session is not today, it's tomorrow. And I then said, according to the rota, it says Tuesday, because I get given a rota to obviously let me know when my sessions are each week. And yeah, according to the rota, I looked at it and it said Tuesday. I was wrong, because when I went back to double check the rota again, it actually said Wednesday, not Tuesday. It was Wednesday. I went all the way to Bournemouth thinking that I had a session with my support today, and no, it's tomorrow. Wednesday, not Tuesday. So anyway, genuinely, I was looking around Primark and I was like, well, there is some stuff in here that I do want to get, and I was like, maybe I'll pick it up after my support session. But then when I got told that my support session wasn't today, it was as planned on the rota, it was Wednesday, not today. I then thought, you know what, I'm in here, I might as well pick up what I want to pick up. So I'm going to go through some of the items that I got today, hence why I'm holding my microphone. Normally my microphone would be attached to me, but for the time being I have got my microphone, I'm holding my microphone up to my mouth at the moment. So I'm going to show you guys what I have picked up in Primark today. The first thing I'm actually holding in my hand right now, and no, it's not my microphone, it's in my other hand what I'm holding, which is another hat. So I'm just going to pop this hat on, just for a second. There we go. I have taken the labels off, and the reason why I've taken the labels off is because I know that it all fits, because I did admittedly try it all on before I started hitting record for this part of the weekly vlog. But anyway, I've got myself another hat which fits me absolutely perfect. It's keeping my ears all closed up inside the hat, keeping them nice and warm as well. Yeah, I mean, for those that know me, you know, I've started collecting hats. Now that we're in the winter months as well, obviously I'm going to be getting some beanie hats and stuff to wear throughout the winter. But in the spring and summer, I'm going to be wearing like baseball caps kind of hats. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys there to look at the Christmas tree, whilst I just very quickly go and grab all the other... One of them just fell on the floor. Whilst I just quickly go and grab all the other bits and pieces that I got from Primark, which I've just added on the side here behind me. Next, this Christmas tree. So I'm going to show you guys what I've got. Now, obviously, I showed you earlier that I was wearing a Grinch jumper, Christmas jumper, which, by the way, is just over here. It's just sitting on the chair at the moment because I took it off to try everything on. So this jumper here is what I've been wearing today. And now I've got some more Christmas jumpers, some new Christmas jumpers to wear in 2025. So I'm going to pop my microphone just there for a second. I'm hoping it stays there. There we go. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. So this first one I picked up, by the way. I mean, for those that know, I love The Simpsons. You know, absolutely love The Simpsons. So I found this one today in Primark. It's pretty simple, to be quite honest. There we go. It's just Ralph Wiggum. And it says Springfield. A very Springfield Christmas is what it says. And it's got a picture of one of the characters from The Simpsons, Ralph Wiggum. And he's basically picking his nose and wearing a Christmas hat. And then on the back, you can see on the back there as well, I think it's a bigger photo, I think. I mean, I haven't really looked at the back more so, but you probably get an idea. If I just move over here a little bit, you might get a bit of an idea of the back of it, maybe, I don't know. Hopefully you can see that. I'm just going to move this box just over there for a split second, otherwise I'm going to trip up on that. So yeah, so that is what I got. That's my first Christmas jumper that I got today from Primark. The next one I picked up, now this one is a really, really cute one, I'm not going to lie. This one here is really, really, really cute. I loved it. As soon as I picked it up, I was like, you know what, I'm going to pick this one up because this one is actually really, really sweet. So, this one I picked up here, once I pull it on, is... There we go. My inner Disney is coming out now. My my inner Disney is coming out now, because look at this. It's got like Mickey Mouse's silhouette all over the shoulder, the arms, and all of that. And yeah, it's just Mickey Mouse. And I'll tell you what, right? There's a part of this jumper, like around, like just after the Christmas hat starts, where I'm rubbing right here on my chest. This area here, like the texture feels so nice. Like, honestly, I wish I could wear this all year round, but it's a Christmas jumper, so I can't. But, honestly, I love this. Like, this is so adorable and so nice. And I'm just a big kid, okay? I'm a big kid that loves Disney, alright? I mean, what can I say? So, there we go. So, that is the next Christmas jumper that I picked up. There is one final thing that I did pick up today from Primark. So let me just take my Christmas jumper off very quick. And I'll put this next item on. I'm going to leave that over there. Now, before I do pick up this next item to show you guys, obviously, when I get into my pyjamas at night, I tend to put on like a Simpsons Oodie or Snuddy, whatever you want to call it. And I do have another one as well, which is a Marvel one. And funnily enough, actually, when I was on video call the other night with Maxine, my friend Maxine, she was wearing her Marvel like Snuddy, Oodie kind of thing, you know, when we were video calling each other. And I was like, you know, I think I was wearing my Simpsons one and she was wearing her Marvel one, but wouldn't it have been funny if I had worn my Marvel one and she was wearing hers as well, you know? We'd just be matching on video call anyway. So today I picked up another Simpsons Oodie slash Snuddy, I guess you could say. Now, this one I have actually seen on social media recently on Facebook, believe it or not. So I'm going to put it on and I will show you guys, because I'll tell you what, this one is actually really, really warm. I'm not going to lie, this one's really, really warm. And I mean, to be honest, all of the items that I did pick up today, all of the items I picked up today were a large, you know, because, you know, at the end of the day, I do like to be in kind of like large clothing, you know, because you get a lot more wear out of it. I'm probably a medium when it comes to like Primark clothing and stuff, but you always have to go a size up, don't you, really, when you buy clothing, because at least then you know you'll get a lot more wear out of it when it comes to like having it in the tumble dryer and it shrinks and all of that stuff. It's always best to go for the next size up. So for me, this is a large to extra large, and this absolutely fits me perfectly. Obviously, it's just got a picture of Homer just chilling in his underpants, you know, he's just chilling in his underpants. And then where the pocket area is here, it's just the Simpsons logo, and that's it. But I love it. Honestly, I really, really do love it. There's a lot of space in here as well for my arms to move up and down, up and down, up and down. You know, and again, it's just another one of those hoodies that I can wear, especially now with the colder weather, colder nights coming in as well. You know, this is something that I can wear, you know, to kind of keep myself warm. So there we go. So that is everything that I did buy today at Primark. You know, thing is even though I went to Bournemouth with the intentions of thinking that I had a support session today, when I didn't, I kind of didn't realise that my support was tomorrow instead of today. I should have looked at the rota before I left here, to be honest. I really should have done. But do you want to know something? I think even regardless, you know, had I have gone to Primark today and brought this stuff and then had a support session, I probably still would have done exactly the same tomorrow. I probably would have gone to Primark, done a bit of Christmas shopping, got myself a couple of bits in the... I mean, a couple of these things, actually, by the way, like the jumpers that I've just shown you guys. I mean, this was £24. The jumpers were 12 quid. And I think they went down from 20 quid. So I'm not going to complain about that. I really am not going to complain about that at all. But yeah, so that aside, you know, I think regardless, had I have had a support session today, I would have had my support session and then gone back to Primark and bought what I've just shown you guys today. You know, I probably would have done that regardless, or even if it was just the case that I knew that my support was tomorrow, I would have gone to Primark tomorrow and I probably would have picked up everything that I picked up today, but except I would have picked it up tomorrow. So, you know, I'm not going to complain. I am not going to complain. Anyway, it is Tuesday evening nearly, and I am going to do my dinner in the next scene of the weekly vlog, and I'll show you what I've got for dinner tonight in the next scene of the weekly vlog. For dinner this evening, I have got some corn chicken nuggets with some chips and some mixed veg as well. For dessert this evening, I am going to have these 4 Christmas chocolate flavoured cupcakes. They're Tesco free from, so they're gluten free and milk free. I'm going to have them for my dessert this evening. And over on BBC iPlayer on my iPad, just about to watch today's episode of EastEnders on BBC. Good evening, everybody. Wednesday evening, by the way, and it is just gone 6 o'clock on this Wednesday evening. I am just about to head out to Castle Point because, and I'll tell you why. So I went to work this morning, obviously, and I'm not going to lie, whilst I was at work, I did have a bit of a migraine. Didn't complain about it too much though. My migraine got gradually worse by the time we got to the end of my shift today. So as I was on the bus, I decided to send a message to my support worker, who I was meant to have a session with today with another client. And I basically told them the situation, that I've got a massive migraine. I've probably not slept too great overnight, you know, and that, yeah, I'm just going to take some tablets with some water and then obviously have a sleep for a couple of more hours just so that I can clear my head. And anyway, obviously they just gave me some guidance, you know, make sure you eat plenty, you drink plenty, make sure you rest as well, because especially with me being epileptic and having seizures as well, you know, the last thing they want really is for me to have a massive migraine, to overdo it, and then obviously end up taking an epileptic seizure, especially when I'm here on my own as well. That's not good. So anyway, so obviously I did that. Obviously I came home from work, I gave Monty his food, I gave the fish their fish food as well, and then I took 2 ibuprofen tablets with a glass of water. I then did a bottle of water as well, using my water bottle, which is just down here, which I've been drinking throughout the afternoon. And then I decided to watch today's Vlogmas video from Gabby Thompson on her YouTube channel. And I've also watched today's first 25 minutes of the Chris Moyle Show on Radio X on YouTube as well, on my iPad. And then I decided to put on Home Alone and Home Alone 2 on Disney Plus on my iPad as well. You know, I just decided to watch a couple of Christmas movies. By the time I switched Home Alone on though, I probably saw like the first 5 minutes of it, and then I ended up falling asleep. So I literally was just out until 3:05 or around about 3:20. So, because I woke up at 3:05, I put Home Alone 2 on, and then I was going to drift back off to sleep, but then my brain was like, no, you don't need sleep anymore. You've had enough. You've had a long enough nap. So round about 3:20, I woke up. And ever since then, really, I've just been laid in bed watching Home Alone 2. I've had a couple of wagon wheels as well. And I've just been on my phone checking social media, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, so anyway, so my support session didn't happen this afternoon because of my migraine, unfortunately. But am I feeling a little bit better now? Yes, I am feeling a little bit better now. You know, I just think I needed a nap for a little bit, you know. So, but yeah, like literally the top part of my head was just really throbbing earlier by the time I got home from work, so I definitely needed a little bit of a lie down. So I do feel a little bit better now, which is good. Anyway, I am going to be going out because I do need to get dinner, because I was probably going to be eating out with my support worker and their client today, probably in Bournemouth somewhere, but because that never happened, and because I don't actually have anything in to eat, I'm going to pop up to Asda in Castle Point and go and get something for dinner tonight, just to put in the air fryer. I'm not going to cook anything from the Hobbs tonight, anything fresh. I think I'm just going to stick to air fryer, just to keep it nice and simple. So I will show you what I've got for my dinner tonight in the next few scenes of the weekly vlog. And also as well, I will do day 3 of my advent calendar as well in the next couple of scenes of the weekly vlog as well. So this is what I've got for my dinner tonight. I've got some southern fried chicken thighs and chicken drumsticks as well. For dessert this evening, I got this in Asda, which was reduced to £1.77 from the bakery. This is a hazelnut praline long donut, so I'm going to have that for my dessert this evening. And I'm currently listening to some music on my MacBook because I decided to go on my MacBook for the first time in a really long time. So I'm on my MacBook at the moment. But I'm just about to watch today's episode of EastEnders over on BBC iPlayer on my MacBook on this Wednesday evening. Time for us to open day 3 of the Advent calendar, which is right here on this Wednesday. I may have to just do it like this. I feel as though do it like this. There we are. Because I don't know. There we go, and it says that under the mistletoe. Sadly, I don't have a woman under the mistletoe waiting for me to give her a kiss. Unfortunately, I don't know how. Oh, there we go. I've got it. Today's chocolate is another chocolate Christmas pudding. There we go, right there. I'm going to leave that there. And I will open day 4 of my advent calendar a little bit later on in this week's episode of the weekly vlog. Good morning, everybody. Thursday morning, not long woken up, by the way. Still feeling a little bit, I don't know, I feel a bit groggy this morning. Like, I've just got a bit of a sore throat and I keep coughing every now and then. I wonder if I've picked something up. Oh, God. Well, you know what? I'd rather be groggy now than be groggy closer to Christmas, you know? So if an illness wants to come and infect me for a couple of days, right, feel free to do so, because now's your time to do it. Just before Christmas, okay? I do feel a bit groggy. I don't have a migraine or anything. It's just my throat feels a bit groggy this morning, so yeah. Anyway, it is Thursday morning. I am seeing my friend Kieran today, and I will do some vlogging with him as well. We are going to be meeting in Poole, and we are going to be going to Wetherspoons to have some lunch. And this will be the final time that we see each other this year, and before Christmas as well. So I have got Kieran a Christmas card, and I have also got Kieran a box of Quality Streets as well. I went to Asda last night and picked that up for him, so I am going to give that to him when I do see him in Wetherspoons in Poole a little bit later on this afternoon. I do also have a support session as well, which is going to be taking place in about an hour from now at the time of recording this part of the weekly vlog. So I have got a 2-hour session coming up with my support worker. Today we are going to go to Costa, have a drink, have a bit of a catch up with one another, and also as well we're going to go into Benson for beds, because in the new year I'm going to be looking for a brand new bed, because I need a new bed. So yes, anyway, more on that in 2026. Okay, I'll talk to you more about that in 2026. But right now though, on this Thursday morning, I have just made myself a flask of tea, my first flask of tea of the day, if I move my spoon out of the shot. and this is my breakfast this morning. Chocolatey squares cereal for breakfast this morning on this Thursday morning.